Hey, Patrick, why do you look completely ridiculous? Well, I got a new microphone and it's time to test it out. Let's get into it. This is the Hollyland Lark M2, and I am so excited to talk about it. Sorry, that was weird. As you can see, it's magnetized to my shirt, much like the Rode Wireless Go 2 and the DJI mic are strapped to me somehow. And I saw this microphone popping up in other videos from other creators, and it was super intriguing right from the get-go because of how small it is. Now, let me say this. These microphones are already recording. So throughout this video, I'm going to switch the audio between microphone A, microphone B, and microphone C. And it's your job to tell me which one you're liking better. And then we'll do a big reveal at the end. When it comes to microphone systems like this, DJI and Rode are kind of leading the way with the DJI Mic 1 and 2 and the Rode Wireless Pro, Rode Wireless Go 2. And then we have companies like Neewer and Hollyland and Saramonic coming out with these microphone systems that are a super small form factor that connect to everything and anything, making it easier for creators shooting a talking head video or on the go to create content with really great audio quality. I'm going to be honest, all of these microphones can sound great. Now, obviously, as the price drops, as the quality drops, or as the quality and price go up, you're going to get more and more robust sound. For instance, the DJI Mic 2 and the Rode Wireless Go 2 have a 32-bit float, which makes audio recording such a breeze. You can research what that is on your own, but essentially there's just no peaking or anything like that. You're just going to really get a solid signal almost no matter the environment. But then as you move down in price, you're not necessarily losing quality. I mean, you might, not have many metal pieces. Things might be a little bit more plastic, things like that. But you do lose some features. For instance, the DJI mic, 32-bit float, not included. Rode Wireless Go 2, no 32-bit float. And same with this Hollyland Lark M2. But when it comes to all of these systems, there's going to be one that fits within your price point, because these guys are the big dogs. They started releasing systems like this first, but then all these other companies followed suit. And as you look at them all side by side, they're all going to work for somebody, but there are some features that you may be looking for that the Hollyland Lark M2 or the DJI does or does not have. That being said, one of these systems is going to work for you. And as you look at all of them side by side, you're going to notice differences in price point and differences in feature. Do you need 32-bit float recording? Do you need one microphone or transmitter, or do you actually need two? Do you need to be able to connect to your phone as well as your cinema camera at your desk or on the go? These are all questions you need to ask yourself. And as you look at these different companies making these different microphone systems side by side, you are going to see some different features. And some of those features you're like, I absolutely need that. And some of them you're like, well, actually, I'm going to save a buck or two because I actually don't need that. And I want to make decisions like this way easier for you, which is why I put together a free gear list for you. And it's a working gear list. What does that mean? Every time I buy a piece of gear that makes my content better, like the Hollyland Lark M2, I add it to my gear list. So if you're sitting there going, what camera do I need? How do I start a podcast? What gear do I need for an on-the-go setup where I'm shooting videos with my phone? Just go to iampatrickmurphy.com/gear and get access to my absolutely free gear list. It's going to make those decisions way easier. Check it out. When you get the Hollyland Lark M2, you're going to get this hard shell case and you're going to get this bag and you're going to get a ton of accessories. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way. USB-C cable. Yay. Well, it's actually an A to a C cable, whatever. You're going to get these little dead cats that fit over the transmitters themselves to cut down on wind noise. You are going to get these two adapters. One is USB-C and one is a lightning connection. Yes, these go right into the bottom of your phone or tablet, and the transmitters will connect directly to these devices, giving you crystal clear audio on your phone or tablet. So recording on the go just got way, way, way nicer. You're also going to get, if I can open this plastic here, you're also going to get some extra clips for connecting these transmitters to different things. So I'm going to remove this magnet. Now I have a clip, very, very nice. You also are going to notice that, and here's a huge selling point, Notice how DJI has the big DJI here. Even if I flip it around, the clip itself says DJI. And Rode is just, I mean, they're the kings of having their logo as large as possible on everything they make. But with the Hollyland Lark M2, it actually comes with stickers. Some of them are really silly. I don't know why they included those, but just a black sticker that just goes boom on top of this, logo gone, blends into your clothing way better. I didn't add those stickers just yet, but I think I'm going to. You also are given this lanyard. Now, this lanyard is really cool inside of the accessories here, if I could just figure out. Oh my gosh, they give you 2 lanyards. That's so great. But long story short, I put this lanyard around, oh, something's fallen down. Oh, it's fine. I put this lanyard around my neck. I take one of these transmitters and it just clips right there. So let's say you have a bunch of interviews happening. You're doing like some, person on the street filming, asking like, oh, excuse me, sir, can I ask you what you do for a living? What's like your advice for entrepreneurs? I'm not trying to make fun of those guys. I actually really like those videos. But instead of trying to mic someone up all the time or switching back and forth, you can just say, hey, can I do a quick interview? Got this lanyard with your mic and you just say, whoop, put it around their neck, and then you're just talking to them. Isn't that great? I love that. So this is accessory rich in the Hollyland system. And the case charges the devices inside. You're also going to have a receiver, which is actually plugged into my camera, so I can't show. Has a volume knob on it, some controls, but it has, the charging case, it has the lanyards, it has these 2 connections, it has the clips. So this is the most accessory-rich system out there that I've seen compared to Saramonic, Neewer, DJI, Rode. I think the Hollyland Lark M2 systems comes with just about every accessory you need. And it's so small, it's so compact. I mean, if I show you, let me get my DJI case real quick. Well, hey there. I get asked all the time, how does your stuff look and sound so consistently good? And if you're asking that question, well, I have a free resource for you that's going to help you out. If you visit iampatrickmurphy.com/gear, I have a working document of every piece of gear I use to create the content you're viewing or listening to right now. Now, what do I mean by working document? Every time I try something new or buy something new, I add it to this list if I am using it. So you're always up to date with what you need to create the content that you should, because everyone should be creating. You have something to say, but you're not saying it, you're not filming it, you're not recording it because you don't know what you need to get that done. Well, that problem is now solved. Visit iampatrickmurphy.com/gear to get my list of gear and get started creating. Let's jump back into this episode, and I hope you have a great day. So this is my DJI case, and I love that they have made it such a small form factor in the Hollyland Lark M2, but here's what they have sacrificed. Number one, and this is the biggest drawback for me, and it's why if I was going on a really important shoot and these 2 cases were sitting in front of me, I would go for my DJI every time. Onboard recording. When I pick up my DJI, I press the record button, I get this haptic feedback where it goes and kind of like, it buzzes at me and vibrates. I know it's recording. I see the red lights recording. It's actually recording to itself. Wonderful, right? The Hollyland does not do that. Wow, what a small microphone. Yeah, but there is no backup recording. It's going from here to the camera, and gosh, I hope it's working. But what is included on the Hollyland that is not included on the DJI Mic 1 or the Rode Wireless Go 2 is an onboard button, this yellow button here, where I can actually turn on voice isolation. But here's the thing, I don't love that. I like to actually do all of my editing in post. I don't want to turn on voice isolation and be like, oh, I didn't really like it. And then this whole video that I've made, it just doesn't sound as good as I would like it to. But onboard recording, that's a big deal. I love that. Like right now, I don't have my Rode or my DJI plugged in anything. I just know they're recording to themselves. It's a great backup. Not only does it record to itself, but it still transmits audio to its receiver wherever it may be plugged in. But a lot of times I just take my DJI mic, throw it on whatever subject I'm recording, push record, and just let that onboard recording do the trick. Another thing that's not included in the Hollyland Lark M2 system that you find in most of these other systems is some sort of external mic connection. So I can use a lav, I can use an external mic, maybe up on a boom pole, I have a mic, I can just plug that right into my DJI mic at the top of that pole, and it's recording onto itself as well as transmitting audio to the receiver plugged into a camera or a field recorder elsewhere. The Hollyland Lark M2 just simply does not do that. And for that reason, no onboard recording, as well as no lav connection or external mic connection, those reasons make it hard for me to use the Hollyland Lark M2 as my only microphone system. It's why I still have systems like this, because they're more robust, but at what cost, literally? So out of the box, I mean, these systems are gonna cost you around $300, if not more. Whereas the Hollyland Lark M2, it's a little over $100, depending on which model you get. And Hollyland does make systems that do have onboard recording. They do have external mic connection. They come with lavs and things like that, and a little bit more robust features. But they specifically made this to be an easy, all-in-one system where you don't need to worry about all of that extra stuff. Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be fine using what comes in the box. But as a creator that's constantly making content, those features are a need for me, but I'm still hanging on to this because I have a filming system here. I'm on the go with cameras all the time. Up there's my ZVE1. This is my FX30. At home, I have my ZVE10. I have another ZVE10 in there. And to have a cost-effective system that I can use with one of those systems on the go or even in studio is great. But it's really hard if you want to constantly buy systems like this and they're coming in at $300-400 a pop. A little over $100, way more doable. As we move through these different microphone systems, you're gonna have to decide which features you need. Then you're gonna have to decide, is it worth that price point? But you know what we haven't talked about? The sound. Which one sounds the best? Because that's what this is about. We need our microphone to sound good, and no amount of editing is going to make your audio sound good if right from the get-go it's just absolute trash. Yeah, we can do some post-production magic, but you want to spend your time creating, not fixing a mic that already sounds bad right out of the box. So let's go ahead and move through and tell you which mic is which. And throughout this video, there were moments where you went, ugh, to a mic, or you went, oh, that sounds pretty good. So let's see which one you liked the best. Microphone A is the DJI mic. Microphone B is the Hollyland Lark M2. And microphone C is the Rode Wireless Go 2. Which one did you like the best? Let me know down in the comments. For me, I see the value in all of these systems. It's why I have all of them. I use them for different reasons. And no one sent me these products for free. I purchased them all with my own money because I see the value in them, not just for reviewing, but for using every day for creating amazing content. But here's the thing, mics, audio, it's not the only thing that's important in your content creation journey, which is why you should watch this video right here.